What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and as always, it is the one and only crypto enthusiast Lightliger here, and I gotta say, we are living very exciting times. It has been a very eventful week. XRP drama, Bitcoin reaching a new all-time high again, over at $33,000, which everybody's talking about. People speculating what is the next milestone, when it's going to be crashing down, when to sell, when to buy. And there's a bunch of great channels in YouTube who can tell you those answers. But as you know, I never really chase the cloud, so to speak, never talk about the hype. I'm always picking out news stories and projects which interest me and feel can provide some type of a value or investment opportunity for my subscribers. That is why we're going to be talking about a kind of like a big story which has been a bit sidelined by this all Bitcoin stuff that has been going on. And that is actually the delisting of privacy coins. Now Bittrex, which is one of the bigger exchanges in US, started out as a two-people company, and then they built it out to be this massive empire of sorts, and now they have decided to delist Monero, Dash, and Zcash. And this is not like exactly a new trend. There's been a lot of exchanges, which now obviously XRP is not a privacy coin, but XRP has been listed in many places, and also many players have delisted other privacy coins. Monero has been listed earlier this year on a couple of exchanges. Also, Zcoin, which is now known as Firo, got also delisted from a couple of places. And it doesn't matter if the privacy is an optional feature in the blockchain or it's the natural feature like it's in Monero, for example. It doesn't matter. People are still delisting them. And basically, this has a lot to do with, you know, the US Secret Service and Congress to limit people's privacy-focused cryptocurrency usability. There's been a lot of like potential law regulations coming out from Europe as well. I think there was somebody from like head of German bank was talking about Bitcoin is not the problem, it's the Monero or something between those lines. And Dash also issued a statement regarding this, that hey, from a technical standpoint, Dash privacy functionality is no greater than Bitcoin's, and the label of privacy coin is, well, a straw man, I guess that's the way they're trying to put it out. And they have now reached out to Bittrex and trying to actually figure out like how we can get back there. And this has obviously affected the prices, such as Monero, which has been down quite a lot from the week. So it like dropped down literally 15% because of these delistings. So, and that has not been very good for any other privacy coins. And that's what I really want to talk about here today mostly, which is that now we are kind of moving more into this regulated surface, and all the privacy coins are kind of being phased out. Now, sometimes these news stories are actually buying and building more interest for Monero in terms of volume or price even. So it's interesting to see what's going to be happening, and that's what we're going to be talking about today, which is what's going to be happening to privacy coins, and should I exit now, or should I what should I do? Okay, I'm going to be speculating and giving some answers today. FYI, not a financial advisor. Now, this is obviously talking about the CBDCs, which are like bank-issued money, and basically it's just like in China you have the social score, which means that if you have low social score, you can't travel anymore, you can't go to planes, and it basically means that your privacy in general, like what you do with your money and what you can do with your money, are becoming more slim and slim. And obviously I'm against this, like even, you know, the idea that people's bank accounts can be frozen, to me, is absolutely something that should be removed altogether. That's maybe, you know, some people might disagree with that statement, but I don't really care if there's people, you know, criminals using real money. Everybody's going to be using money, and it's for everybody, with even if you are a criminal or not. Now, it's a different thing, are people going to be fined or not under the state, but I do actually believe in that bank accounts should have no legal possibility of closing accounts. And that's what kind of crypto is about. It's not about like, hey, let's empower some terrorists and criminal people. It's more about privacy and the possibility of privacy. If people want to share their bank transfers and crypto transfers, they can do it if they want to, but it should be voluntarily. Now, so the big problem here is that the ECB and everybody is like building these CBDCs, and some people don't like that because they are more worse in terms of privacy, and that might build more interest for Monero. Now, that is a one like an angle to look at this, but ultimately the problem here is that when you look at privacy coins, let's see if there's actually a category we can look into. Ring C. No, it doesn't allow this. But what matters is how the DeFi is going to be applied into these privacy coins. And that's the problem that I fundamentally see with all of these, which is that when it comes to Monero, or it comes to Mimblewimble, it comes to Grin, Verge, Loki, I'm not actually sure about Loki, but they are privacy coins which don't support smart contract capabilities. So there will be no way to do fiat on-ramp. So the only possibility is to create smart contract capability or create an Ethereum bridge or a Cardano bridge and bring the privacy coins from the native chain into those chains, and then they will be traded within DeFi, and when people want to cash out, they're going to be just trading it into a stable coin inside the DeFi application. And that will be the only way to basically cash out your privacy coins. And that is fundamentally the only way that I see this privacy coin stuff surviving in the future. Monero and everybody else have to be interoperable with all of these other smart contract chains, or themselves have to support DeFi ecosystems, which still kind of needs like stable coins and stuff like that. And that's kind of going to be hard. So the DeFi way is the only way I can see these privacy coins going to be surviving, because regulation is just going to come around and fuck them over, and DeFi is going to be only one that is going to be able to protect these, and some very quirky countries which don't have these regulations in place. And it also needs to be kind of mentioned that there are problems in Monero itself. I recently found out this article about that the cipher trace is being exploited, and the Monero project has been kind of hackable or trackable since 2016. And I'm not like a privacy expert, but this is like transactions which have been done on the Monero blockchain, and they can like check their IP addresses. So the way to really be secure and private with transactions inside Monero is to always use VPN. And here's the today's shill. So one VPN that I've been using is called TorGuard, and you can get 50% off with code LightLiger for perpetuity, so for eternity until you're going to be closing in. So it's basically $10, but you get 50% off, so $4.99 a month for a VPN. They also have services for private emails, no logs, everything's private, and this allows you to torrent your stuff or use any private blockchain to hide your location from the feds or anybody else, to further improve that security on all of these things. And yes, you do have like things like atomic swaps, which is another thing that kind of can help the privacy coins, but I think they really need to be in DeFi to fully kick that around, and I don't think the atomic swaps are that powerful of a technology. Maybe I'm downplaying it a bit. I understand that it's not exactly my field of expertise, but at least the atomic swap services that I've been using, they don't have all the services and features available. I think Monero is actually right now doing that atomic swap. They have raised funds and stuff like that. Another gateway that has already been built is this is actually a project that I'm going to be talking about in the future, is actually Stakehound. And Stakehound is basically bringing out staking and DeFi together. So they have working out already with Fyro, and they're working with Dash. So basically you can they lock you in your coins into a place, and then you get issued these Ethereum tokens, basically, which are going to be able to be used on DeFi. So this is exactly a very interesting way. This is a bridge, basically, of sorts. I mean, it's a centralized entity. Will they be hit by regulation? Remains to be seen. I don't think it's exactly the same. And when you're going to be issuing peg tokens, there's going to be a different legislation on that. But basically, right now, I can buy Fyro on Uniswap, and I can trade it there. And when I want to go back into my private thing, and obviously Ethereum comes with also privacy features available as well. So there are like ways to still keep that privacy when going from one chain to another, but obviously there's going to be some type of ways to track it. You can use mixers, you can use VPNs and different things, but ultimately it's really hard to like sort of track currencies when you're going to be swapping them from one chain to another. So there is that benefit as well. But that is kind of like my rundown. Privacy coins right now, I hold Monero and Pirate Chain, and I basically sold out other ones, not just because they pretty much because of their price, and I don't exactly like really believe that I mean, there's going to be this event happening crypto pretty soon, I think, which I call the culling or decimate, in a way that there's going to be a lot of these blockchains which are just going to be axed out and they die and they adapt maybe into Ethereum or something like that. But the amount of coins and tokens is going to be some point drastically going down. And I think the privacy coins are the first ones in the chopper, so to speak. And the ones that are not able to go into DeFi are probably going to be just fucking dead because they're going to be delisted from everything. So I think there's going to be a few lying around. And I think Monero still has a future. Pirate Chain is another one. I think Dash has a future still. And it's just going to be interesting to see how it will be going on from now. But I would say privacy coins are not exactly this like amazing investment opportunity right now. Obviously, they're going to be benefiting from the bull run, but I see that there's going to be more delistings happening this year in 21, and that's going to be having more impact on the prices, and that will force them to go into atomic swaps and DeFi eventually, or they will try to resist it on their own chain, which will ultimately lead into failure. Thanks for watching. Obviously, if you want to give some privacy coins, here's a couple of addresses for me. Maybe I will do some individual reviews on some privacy coins. I've been meaning to get onto those coin reviews. Those have been a bit requested. But leave your thoughts below. What do you think about these delisting manias, and how you're going to be holding and how long you're going to be holding your privacy coins from now on. And thanks for watching. See you soon. Cheers.